Yo, what is going on, guys? Happy New Year, happy 2021. Goodbye to 2020. And I hope for your sake, my sake, and everyone's sake that 2021 is a much better year than the one we've just experienced. Obviously, COVID happened to everybody. It affected everybody in some way, shape, or form, whether you got sick from it or you lost your job to it, or just experiencing quarantine. Somehow we were all touched by COVID. So let's hope that becomes something of the past, and that as we move into 2021 we can move away from COVID. I guess all we can do is just kind of sit and wait and see how things pan out. But with that being said, I wanted to go ahead and talk about my channel and my plans for 2021 moving forward. So some of it is obviously very much up in the air due to the fact that I was laid off in July and I'm currently still seeking employment. So my plans for hitting the road in January of 2021 to travel full time, obviously that's had to be put on hold. And whether or not I'll be able to fulfill that plan even after employment is still also very much up in the air, because it'll all just depend on what kind of employment I'm able to secure, and whether or not that employer will allow me to work remotely and be able to travel as I had planned. So I'm very hopeful that will pan out in my favor. I will be able to get on the road here sometime soon. But I'm just kind of taking it day by day right now until that all gets sorted out. In the meantime though, what you can expect from my channel, a lot of challenges. So I rounded out the year in December by doing a video every single day of the month, which I talked about in yesterday's video, what I learned from doing the 31-day challenge, and what my plans are for it. But I'll go ahead and touch on some of that just in case you haven't seen that video. You can go check it out. I'll post it up above and I'll also put a link below. But it was definitely a challenge to put a video out every day, and I'm going to continue doing challenges for the entire year of 2021. What kind of challenges? Well, they're going to vary. So starting off in January, I'm basically doing two challenges. One is I'm going to put a reaction video out for every single day of January, but I'm going to still keep putting out my other content too. So I'll still be putting out an additional 1 to 2 videos a week aside from just the reaction videos. Some other ideas I have for future challenges is maybe around March or April, once we start to get into spring, I'm going to push myself to put out an Instagram post every single day. So that's just some of the things. Some of them are not going to let me kind of get to the direct point of all this. My new challenges doesn't mean I'll be putting out a video every day of the year, but that just happens to be what it is that I'm doing in January. So if you want more information on what my challenges are going to be for the year, for the monthly challenges, that's going to be on the other video I just mentioned. But other plans for my channel in general, since we were just talking about the reaction videos, I never really thought that I would be doing reaction videos on my channel. However, I did a few and you guys seem to like them, so I'm going to keep on doing more and more. My bucket list is something that I started a couple years ago, and I want to start checking off a lot more items on my bucket list. I talked about that in more detail. Link to the video above on that one and also in the description. But if you guys want to join me on my bucket list or help contribute in some way to my bucket list, I'd love to have you along for that. I want to pursue the travel videos, but again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, that's really all just going to depend on how things pan out for me regarding my employment. I'm cheating here. I have a list off to the side here. Oh, my puzzle videos, of course. So I'm going to keep doing puzzle videos. I'm really enjoying doing the puzzle videos right now. I've been able to manage, with the exception of this past week, to get one out pretty much every week. The only reason I skipped last week was because with Christmas and everything, my time was just stretched and I couldn't get the puzzle completed quite in time to put the video out. So puzzle companies, if you want me to keep doing your puzzles, I'll gladly keep accepting them. If any of you out there have suggestions of puzzles, or you maybe even want to send me a puzzle yourself, I'd be open to that. My shipping address is in the video description, or basically it's on every single one of my videos in the video description, and it's in my About Me section on YouTube. So feel free to send me something there if you like. Ghost Texas. So Ghost Texas isn't something that I really do on this YouTube channel. That is a second YouTube channel that I have with a group of friends, and that is paranormal investigations. So if you're not familiar with the fact that I do that, go check that channel out. We have quite a bit planned. 2020, we did some investigations. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to get those finished editing yet and released, but we're really close, really close. The episode we're currently working on was such a lengthy investigation, and we had so much video footage that we're actually turning that into a 3-part series. So I'm really hoping that we'll get that released in January. I think that's the plan. We're really close. So check out Ghost Texas if you are into paranormal stuff. Collaborations is another thing I wanted to talk about. I talked about this in another video, but I am actively trying to find people to collaborate with, whether you're a YouTuber, an Instagrammer, a musician, just anything where we can kind of have some fun creating some videos together. If you're a YouTuber and we can cross promote that way, then that's awesome. If you're a musician and maybe you wanted to work on a music video for one of your songs, that would be a really cool project to work on. My challenge with putting out a photo every day for a month on Instagram, maybe we can do some photo challenges. I actually have a lot of photo challenge ideas where we could go back and forth, so that's another one. But yeah, I just really want to collaborate with some other people, some other creatives. If you have something that you think would be mutually beneficial for both of us and you'd like to collaborate on something, definitely reach out to me. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever's easiest. I'm on pretty much every social media platform at Melvin Maya. Reach out to me and let's line something up. More tutorials and how-tos as well. Sorry I keep looking off at my list. I try my best to memorize this whole thing, but it's just too much. I just started doing some of the tutorials and how-to videos in the last month when I decided to put out a video every day for December. This is an idea that I've toyed with back and forth for the last couple of years with my YouTube channel. I wasn't sure that it was something I really wanted to get into because I wasn't sure what I could teach other people that's not already out there on YouTube. So I've done a couple of those videos so far. They've gotten some good traction. I have some more ideas in mind that I'm going to build on for the how-tos and tutorials. Not sure that that's going to be like a weekly thing. It might be once or twice a month. I don't know yet. It's still kind of up in the air on that. We will just see. And if you guys have specific things that you would like to learn about and it's something that I know and I can teach you, then I'd be more than happy to create a tutorial based on it. But I kind of need some feedback from you guys on what is something you'd be interested in. So I know WordPress frontward and backward. So developing websites based on WordPress is SEO specific websites even more so. I am very versed in Beaver Builder, which is a back-end development tool on WordPress. So if you want to learn that, I can teach stuff on that. Photoshop I know pretty well, but I'm not like a pro, and I know there's a lot of that content already out there. But if you have possibly Photoshop tutorials you'd like to see, if it's something I feel comfortable that I could really teach well, then I'd be more than happy to do that. Video editing, I'm going to be doing one of those soon, but I know Premiere pretty darn well. There's always more that you can learn. I'm always learning more, but there's some things that I have done to streamline my editing process. because I know how consuming that can be. So maybe I'll do some videos on a little bit more in depth on that. But again, I need y'all's feedback. I need you guys to tell me what is beneficial for you to learn, because I don't want to waste my time making videos that you guys aren't going to watch. So, and that almost pretty much wraps it up. The only last thing I wanted to touch on is my audience has been growing continually year after year, month after month, but I would really like to see it grow more. So if you have been watching my channel for a while, or if you're brand new and you're enjoying the content I'm putting out so far, I absolutely appreciate if you guys give me thumbs up on the videos, the comments you guys give me on the videos. If you've already subscribed to my channel, I appreciate that more than you know. If you haven't subscribed yet, go subscribe. But if you could take it one step further and help me to grow by simply sharing my content. So not necessarily sharing this video, but if you watch my reaction videos regularly, go share them. Share them on Reddit, share them on Twitter, Facebook, whatever platform you're on. If you enjoy my puzzle videos and you're in some puzzle groups or something like that on Reddit or Facebook or Twitter, or again, wherever, go share my puzzle videos. I've been doing a lot of the K-pop reactions, and I have a lot of those lined up. So what I've already figured out is on Reddit, they will not allow any self-promotion. I'm already familiar with this. Reddit's very strict about self-promotion, but that doesn't mean that you guys can't go share my reaction videos in the K-pop groups or in Blackpink or BTS and those groups on Reddit. I can't do it myself because it's considered self-promotion, but you guys can do it. So help me out. Go share my content. And oh, almost forgot. I've got a couple different ways that you could help me financially to support my channel. So if you buy things on Amazon, if you look in the video description below, I have an Amazon affiliate link. And basically, if you click that link before you make a purchase on Amazon, I will get a small commission from that. It won't tell me who buys what or anything like that, but it does show me a list of items that have been purchased, and then it shows me what my commission breakdown is for that. So if you're already shopping on Amazon, help me out and go use my link when you go make purchases. Other ways you can help me out financially is I have 2 merch stores. I have a Teespring store currently, and I also have a Redbubble store. Redbubble, I pretty much set that one up mostly so that you could buy puzzles of prints of photos that I've taken. But those same images are also available on a whole bunch of different merch on that website, like koozies and not koozies, I'm sorry, coffee mugs, t-shirts, tights, hoodies, bags, coffee, I already said coffee mugs, but a whole bunch of stuff basically. Now my Teespring is more apparel and pillows and things like that. But I originally started the Teespring one, which you'll see actually it should be just below this video in the video feed. That's more merch based around like things that I say or locations and things like that. So like I have that one that's like my face with the glasses and the galaxy purple hair. I have the some of the ones that are based around travel. I've got some that are based around photography. Then I have one for all the major cities of Texas. So yeah, so that's what that one is. And one other way, I guess, honestly, is you could check out my photography website, mmpstudios.com. Every single image on that website is actually available for purchase. You can have it put on a handful of different items. You could turn those into puzzles if you like. You can have them done as canvas prints. There's a lot of different things you can do on there too. So on those, it's not as apparent how you go about buying them. So basically you click on an image, and if you like it, there should be a buy button either to the side or below that image. And then once you click on it, it'll give you the different formats you could purchase that in. So yeah, the only reason I'm mentioning these different avenues of income is because I really want to be able to create full time. Right now, I'm still very much reliant upon having a standard form of employment. But I'd like to eventually get to the point where I can spend 100% of my time creating and not have to divide that time with an employer. So if you guys can simply help by, like, again, using the Amazon link or maybe purchasing some of my merch. That will help more than you know to help me achieve my goals and growing my channel and reinvesting into my channel. So it's not necessarily money that I'm just pocketing, but if you haven't noticed by now, I have a pretty big collection of equipment, cameras and lights and mics, and all that stuff adds up. It gets expensive, and so if you guys making purchases can help offset that a little bit, then it really helps me out. So I think that is it for the most part. I hope you guys had a great time last night ringing in the new year. I hope 2021 brings you everything that you want. If you've got any resolutions or anything that you're planning on, tell me about it in the comments below. If you have specific requests or ideas of content you'd like to see from me, mention that below. Oh, I almost forgot. The last other thing that I'm going to be trying to do content-wise is my RV and truck upgrades. So I've already actually purchased a handful of things that I'm planning to install on my truck, and I'll be making videos about that stuff, but it got cold, so it's not really comfortable outside to be doing that kind of work. And then some of the other stuff I won't be doing until later down the line, again, once I'm employed again and I have the extra money to spend on some of the upgrades. I almost forgot to mention that. So yeah, I'll be making that kind of content too. But this video has gone on for much longer than I anticipated, so let's go ahead and wrap it up. Wish you guys a wonderful 2021. Thank you for consuming my content, for everything that you guys do. I love doing this. I want to do it more and more and more. So if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and of course hit the little bell so that you'll get notifications every time I release a new video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.